Vizag, the city of destiny, has historically been the gateway to the vast mineral-rich hinterland of central and eastern India. As the eastern economic frontier of the nation prospered and witnessed rapid growth, Visakhapatnam Customs has evolved from being a relatively small custom house under the administrative control of Chennai Custom House till 1990 to being one of the most significant contributors to the indirect taxation revenue of the country today as a major custom house. The custom house had its humble beginnings in the 1950s and functioned with a minimal staff of less than 20 and handled a revenue of just a few crores in the late 1970s. As was the case elsewhere, the processes were largely manual and the jurisdiction restricted to the Visakhapatnam port alone, while mainly handling bulk cargo. Tides turned slowly and gradually, and the first major milestone in its evolution was in 1997 when it became an independent customs commissionerate headed by the Commissioner of Customs and a subsequent significant increase in staff strength.
Vizag Customs has played a major and significant role in the development of Andhra Pradesh, Orissa and Chhattisgarh areas by facilitating imports and exports of this region.
Diversification of the nature of cargo being imported and exported from the port led to the advent of containerized cargo being handled. The state-of-the-art Vishakha container terminal was notified in 2002. The movement of container traffic at Visakhapatnam was a huge milestone on the eastern coast of the nation, as Vizag successfully bridged the gap between Kolkata and Chennai by acting as a much-needed destination for the cargo for the vast hinterland.
Container cargo having different commodities, right from fruits to machinery, equipments and pharmaceuticals, bulk drugs also started coming into India through this port.
The natural corollary to this was the setting up of the container freight stations. From CWC, which was the first CFS set up in 2002, there are today 10 CFSs in and around the city of Visakhapatnam, catering to the fast increasing volume of more than 1,000 containers per day. Digitization made its way into Vizag Custom House in 1998 after the introduction of EDI. From a largely manual process of filing, clearance and payment that was time-consuming and laborious, EDI-infused technology that has today helped Vizag Customs take strides towards being faceless and paperless. It is significant to note that most recently, under IGST refunds, Vizag Customs, with its effective focus on digitization, stood among the top in the country in processing of claims in 2017 and 18.
The revenue collected by Vizag Customs have grown multifold from about 1,000 crores in the year 2000 to about 7,000 crores in the last financial year, that is 2017 and 18. This has been possible due to increase in volume of trade and also implementation of Government of India's flagship programs.
In tune with the larger goal of ease of doing business envisaged by the Government of India, trade facilitation remains the key focus area for Vizag Customs. Vizag Customs is on par with most major ports today with a high percentage of RMS. The risk management systems put in place by CBIC has led to 70% of the goods that enter Vizag port directly being cleared, skipping both assessment and examination. 24/7 clearance, constant monitoring of dwell time through time release studies, an effective grievance redressal mechanism in the form of PTFCs and other flagship initiatives like eSanchit, online web-based registration by importers, the single window interface for facilitation of trade or SWIFT, the facility for self-sealing of export goods with tamper-proof seals, option of deferred payment of duties for AEO clients, etc.
We have been exporting marine products out of Visakhapatnam port for the last 25 years. As our product is of perishable nature, we require timely permissions and clearances from customs, which have always been of great help to us. These initiatives appear to be extremely useful in realizing the goal of ease of doing business.
with their successful implementation in Vizag, have ensured that close to 80% of the cargo is today cleared within 8 hours. Adding another feather to its cap, Vizag Customs was awarded with the Bureau of Indian Standards certification for service quality management, Sevottam, in 2018. Till 2016, import of cargo through air was extremely insignificant, with the cargo complex functioning from a small godown in the suburbs of the city. The airport going international saw the development of a full-fledged air cargo complex with trade volumes reaching 277 crores by 2017-18. The advent of international passenger flights to Visakhapatnam opened up yet another chapter of Vizag Customs that was most visible to the general public. The airport is today catering to more than 300 international passengers a day. With Vizag getting connected to more and more international destinations, the presence and significance of customs here is only set to increase. Visakhapatnam has taken significant strides by being the second port in India, acting as the gateway for movement of containerized cargo to Nepal. Vizag Customs flagged off the first train under electronic cargo tracking system to Nepal in August 2018. Operating from an old building till 1986, today Vizag Customs has a headquarters and several sub-offices spread across the city of Vizag and the port of Gangavaram. It has added to its fleet a large array of boats and vehicles that help in effective discharge of their duties. There has been a constant endeavour by customs to be a bulwark against smuggling and other evasion activities. From the olden days of tracing smuggling of electronic items on sea, today with a vast network of officers, systems and informers, a total of 40 commercial fraud cases have been booked in the past few years, resulting in a realization of additional revenue of 31 crores. Effective procedures at airport have also led to seizures of gold and other smuggled commodities from passengers to the tune of 98 cases and a recovery of 31 kilograms of gold worth rupees 8.6 crores and arrest of several offenders in the last 6 years. Officers and informers too are being handsomely rewarded as and when the smuggling and commercial fraud cases are being booked. There has been an equal focus on staff welfare as has been on trade facilitation. Vizag Customs has an association with NASIN ensured that all its staff at various levels are trained on a regular basis to keep up with updation of their skill sets on various topics of relevance. On the front of staff welfare, Vizag Customs maintains 2 beautiful staff colonies in the form of the Central Revenue Quarters. Located in the heart of the city, the colonies boast of beautiful sports and residential infrastructure. Frequent programs are organized for the welfare of officers and their families, witnessing enthusiastic participation. Vizag Customs has acted as a pillar that has indirectly supported multiple businesses linked to the processes of customs and has thus generated employment for thousands, with many agencies flourishing over the past few decades in Visakhapatnam.
చెట్టుతో పాటు నీడ పెరిగినట్టు ఈ కస్టమర్స్ ఏజెంట్స్ అభివృద్ధి చెంది దాదాపు ప్రత్యక్షంగా పరోక్షంగాను 10,000 మంది యువకులకు ఉపాధి కల్పించి విశాఖపట్నం పోర్టు గంగవరం పోర్టు అభివృద్ధి చెందడానికి సిహెచ్ఏ అసోసియేషన్ కృషి చేసిందనడానికి ఇదే నిదర్శనం.
Vizag Customs, together with its associated stakeholders, has been an active player in social outreach. As a part of the Swachhata Abhiyan, regular programs for beach cleanup in the city of Vizag have been taken up. Other notable activities that have been taken up include renovation of toilets for girls in public schools, distribution of wheelchairs for the specially abled, and support to various NGOs by the stakeholding associations. Vizag Customs is also regularly collaborating with schools and notable colleges such as IIFT as a part of its outreach activities. Programs such as quizzes and workshops are helping infuse a greater understanding of the working of customs among the student fraternity. As India's trade with the world is set to increase multifold in the years ahead, Visakhapatnam is ideally poised to be at the forefront of the trade on the eastern coast of the country. We at Visakhapatnam Customs are prepared to tackle the multifold challenges that lie ahead while walking the thin line of being an effective regulator and a trade facilitator at the same time. Embracing technology and being a pioneer in innovations and new initiatives, Vizag Customs is set to leave a lasting imprint on the ease of doing business in India and also as a gateway to our neighbouring countries.